Hello everyone, my name is Komal Kaur and today we are going to learn about tenses. The first tense is present simple tense and the formula for the present simple tense is subject plus verb in the first form. When do we use present simple tense? The question is, when do we use present simple tense? So we use present simple tense when we are talking about a routine or about our habit. For example, I play football every day. So this is my habit, it's my routine. So in such cases we use present simple tense. The other case is facts. When we are talking about facts, like she works as a trainer. This is the fact of her life. So again in such cases we use present simple tense. Now you will be noticing that in the first sentence there is no S with the verb and in the second sentence there is S with the verb. But here the case is when the subject is singular, we have to use the verb also singular. When we are adding S to the verb becomes singular. And to make it plural, we have to remove S. For example, I is the first person. So always with the first person we use plural verb and she is singular. She is your subject and it is singular. So with singular subject we always use singular verb. As I already told you, when we have to make the verb singular, we have to add S to it. Now here are certain cases. They, I, you, we. I is first person and the other three are the other three are plural subjects. So again with the plural subjects the verb has to be plural. I play, you play, we play, they play. Next case is he, she, it. All are singular subjects. So obviously with singular subjects we are going to use singular verbs. He plays, she plays, it plays. The next tense is present continuous tense and the formula for the present continuous tense is subject plus is, am, are. We have to use is or am or are depending on the subject, and with that we have to use verb in the ing form because we are going to make the sentence continuous. Again, now when do we use present continuous tense? We use present continuous tense when the action is happening now at the time of speaking. For example, they are having lunch. When we are using are having, that means at this moment they are having their lunch. Next example is I am singing at church today. That means the process is going on. It is in a continuous process. That in such cases we use present continuous tense. The other case is changes taking place now. For example, the stocks are dropping constantly. Again, with I we use am, with he, she and it we use is, and with you, we and they we use are. You, we, they are all plural verbs. So with plural subjects, we have to use plural verb are. He, she, it, they are all singular subjects, and with singular subjects we are going to use the verb is. And I being the first person, we have to use am with it. Next tense is present perfect tense. Formula for the present perfect tense is subject plus has or have. Depending on the subject we have to use have or has plus verb in the past participle form, that is verb in the third form, V3. Now how do we make the verb in the third form? How do we make the verb past participle? The rule is we have to add ed or en in the base verb. Now, when do we use present perfect? When we are talking about our experiences. She has watched that show 3 times this week. The action is already over, but then we are talking it in the present form. Next is recent actions or events, something that has happened very recently. He has drunk tea. So here I have used the base verb watch in the past participle form. I have added ed to it, watched. And again the base form for drunk is drink. So there are certain exceptional verbs in which we have to convert the verb without adding ed or en. For example, eat becomes ate. Then, now with I, you, we, they, with these subjects we have to use have, and with he, she, it we have to use has, because has is considered as singular verb and have is considered as plural verb. Next tense is present perfect continuous tense. The formula for the present perfect continuous tense is subject plus has or have depending on the subject plus been plus verb in the ing form, because we have to make it continuous. Now when do we use present perfect continuous? When the action started in the past and are still continuing. That means the action has already started and at the time of speaking the action is still going on. For example, it has been raining since 4 a.m. That means it has started raining in the morning 4 a.m. and now at the time of speaking it is still raining. Then next example is he has been playing football since he was a child. That means right from his childhood he is playing football and even today he plays football. He is a football player. So again with it singular I am using has. Again he is singular I am using has. If I have to make it plural I will use they have been playing football since they were a child. The next tense is past tense. Now, the first tense in the past tense is simple past tense. The formula is subject plus verb. Again, in this verb we have to take in the third form. We use past tense when the action is completed in the past. For example, he played violin. So, the action has already been completed. Now, play becomes played, dance becomes danced. So, when we have to make the verb past, we have to add ed or en to it, as I have already told you. But there are certain irregular verbs which we cannot convert by adding ed. For example, come, remains come. The first part is come in the present tense. Again past tense also is come and past participle is also come. So here are certain exceptional verbs. Eat will become ate in the past tense and the past participle will become eaten. Go will become went in the past tense and the past participle will become gone. For example, for simple past is he ate an apple. The action is already over. The action is completed. Next is past continuous. The formula for past continuous is subject plus was or were depending on the subject plus verb in the ing form.